Hey guys, happy Wednesday. This is Megan Lynn here. I was just wanting to talk a little bit today about astral projection, also sleepwalking. So a lot of people want to know how to astral project or what it's like to astral project. So I'm just going to kind of go over what a little bit about astral projection is, how you can start getting to a point where you can start tuning in a little bit more to be able or be open to actually doing it. So with astral projection, I don't know if any of you have any experience with sleepwalking. I know for a long time when I was a child, I was a really, really bad sleepwalker. And that's typically supposed to go away. Mine really never did. I still do it sometimes. People that are prone to sleepwalking actually are probably more prone to astral projection than others. That being said, I would have a couple like healers. Sometimes they'd work on me. I vibrate very high, but they'd always say, you know, my God, your spirit just wants to fly. So they'd ask me if I was a sleepwalker, and that never went away. And it got really dangerous when I became able to operate a vehicle. I'd want to sleepwalk, drive to go to the airport, things like that. So not always safe, not always fun, but I was always told that sleepwalkers are more prone, and what it oftentimes can be is a failed astral projection. So what astral projecting is when you're on the in a deep sleep. I've had it happen to me, but typically when you're on the brink of sleep and you kind of get into the meditative state, you're not into one of the deep sleep kind of cycles, is that your soul actually has the ability to leave your body. That being said, we are in the 3D right now, which would be the physical. And then the 4D is going to be those astral realms where you can, your soul can go, you guys can travel, you can check on other 3D relatives. You can also go to different realms or have different experiences in different areas. So as far as astral projection, if you guys are looking to get a little bit more interested in possibly utilizing that ability, what I would suggest, and it used to really annoy the shit out of me, is people would always say meditate, meditate, meditate. It really would annoy me because I'd be like, oh wow, that's really insightful, thank you so much. But meditation really is the key to opening up that third eye so that you can connect. Also, the funny thing about astral projection is I've had the most success with it, or getting there faster, or actually leaving my body a lot quicker, is if I always make a joke about it, like Peter Pan, think happy thoughts to fly. And it really is true. A lot of my experiences that I've had that have been very successful, quick astral travel, is actually when I've been in either in between sleep state, but in a really good space, or when I've been enjoying a dream where there's just a lot of, maybe I was experiencing very good feelings in my dream, and then I'll leave. You guys are fully conscious when you do leave, so it's like your consciousness is awake, but your body's asleep. Some people, and I've done this too, have actually seen the cord that kind of connects your soul to your 3D body. You can actually look back on that, and that was the first time I ever astral traveled. I looked back at my body and I could see, I was very well aware that there is a cord tied to your body. As far as negative experience astral traveling, I haven't had any. I can say that the 4D is infiltrated, so be aware of that. What I mean by infiltrated is there are lower level entities that really shouldn't be there. They have to do, honestly, with me, with the higher ups or the elites of the government. Actually, the CIA just produced some reports stating that they had utilized psychics or utilized people for psychic warfare in the 4D. My personal experience, if any of you are interested in any of that kind of stuff, is my very first ever astral travel was amazing. I went to this amazing place. It was beautiful. The animals communicate, but I refused to touch my feet on the ground. I love to fly. So I ended up landing on a bank, and there were these two men there, and I was very aware that they didn't belong there. They're very out of place for this very otherworldly, just gorgeous place. And they almost look like Men in Black. That's the only way I can describe them. They had suits on, and the glasses and the shades, and they were just motionless. They didn't acknowledge anybody. They just stood there. And I was very well aware that they were very out of place and didn't belong there. Since then, I've had a lot of lucid dream experiences, or almost like testing experiences in my dreams. And a lot of the time, not a lot of the time, maybe like half of the time, military personnel always show up. So for me, and in the dream, it's very out of place, it's very weird, and I always wake up very confused with why they were there. So if you guys have any questions as far as, you know, astral travel, what you can pretty much do anything in the astrals. Literally, I'll just change my hair color. It's a really cool, like, manifesting energy. We should all have the ability to do it. So before, when we were dumbed down to think that we're down here to be workers, or we're down here to worship higher powers, or that we're not the higher power, they did not want us to have access to this ability, and that's because they don't want us to have the power. So everybody should be able to do it. It is something that lower level entities do not want you to do. So a lot of people have experiences when they're maybe meditating before going to bed, or meditating in the morning first thing when they wake up, with you know, maybe they're getting in a really good spot. A lot of people who are close to astral projecting, or have that ability, or more inclined to that ability, will experience things like lower level, usually it's sleep paralysis. So they'll wake up and they'll feel like somebody's on top of them, or you know, somebody's holding them down. Those are lower level entities preventing you from going to the 4D, and also working and using you for that fear factor. So the more they can keep us dumbed down here to where we can't access those abilities, we're supposed to be able to do that. Reason being is it's great for guidance. It's great if you want to stay connected with loved ones and you want to go visit them. Or if you also want to find out more information about yourself, why you're here, maybe communicate with guides, things like that. We should all have access to that. So if you guys have any questions as far as astral travel, astral projection, definitely feel free to leave me a comment. I'm having a lot of fun with these videos, actually, so if you guys need anything from me, definitely feel free to email me privately at wmegan939@gmail.com. Otherwise, I look forward to more spirit talk in the future, and again, if you guys have suggestions, definitely feel free to send me an email. But thanks so much, guys. You have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we'll talk soon. Bye.